So what you'll need for this DIY, 2 of these Dollar Tree bowls. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Beverly's Stunning Creations. As you guys can see, I'm back to using my old intro, and I'll be using it until I can find someone who can bring my vision for my new intro to life without charging me an arm and a leg. So yeah, I'm back to using my old intro. Today we are going to make something really pretty and interesting, and we will be using mostly Dollar Tree products. So what you'll need for this DIY, 2 of these Dollar Tree bowls, this pack of champagne glasses, you'll need a pack of these, you'll need this 4-pack of small bowls from Dollar Tree as well, and a few other things. Okay guys, so let's get started. First thing I want to do is go ahead and remove these labels and clean my glasses really well. So I'm going to do that and then come back. Okay guys, so I'm back and I clean my bowls, mostly on the outside of the larger bowls and then the inside of the smaller bowls. So what I'm going to do next is take some E6000 and put it right around the rim of the smaller bowls. So what I'm going to do with both bowls is put them on top. And I'm going to make sure that it's level. Once you get it level, go ahead and put some tape over it to lock it down. And then check it again. And move it if you have to. Okay, that's good. Same thing with this one. It might take several tries before you get it right. So next I'll put another piece of tape across here on each one, and then I'm going to allow them to set up for about 3 hours, and then we'll come back and move on to the next step with these. So next we'll go ahead and address this stemware. Okay everyone, I'm back with my stemware. This is plastic. I have my hot knife with the blade attachment. So what I'm going to do is cut part of this bottom off. The part that I want is this piece on down. So I'm just going to score it all the way around and then cut through. Now, if you do this in a well-ventilated area. Put on your mask if you have one. If you don't, I'll leave a link to the one that I use in the description below. And then once you do, you'll have this. That's what I wanted. Again, we have a second one if you want to make 2 of these. So I'm going to allow this to cool down and then put it back. Guys, so here I have my UV light and I have one of these Dollar Tree diamonds. Right here for now. Try not to put fingerprints on there. So what I'm going to do is sand this down to make sure that's even. And I'm just using an emery board. Okay guys, so what I'm going to do is take some UV resin and put just a drop right on top. And then I'm going to take my diamond and put it right on top. Go ahead and hit it with the light, and that's going to lock it right in place right away. Now, you don't necessarily have to do this. If you don't have a UV lamp, don't use a hot glue gun because the glue is going to make it cloudy. Use a clear glue like E6000 or Gorilla Glue or even some Dollar Tree Fix-All. Alright guys, so I'm going to let everything sit. It has been about 3 hours, and I'm just removing the tape from this bowl set. And I'm trying not to be too rough because the glue has not completely set up. So next up I have a Dollar Tree candle holder, and I've already cleaned the top of it as well. Go ahead and remove the tag. So what I'm going to do now is take some of my E6000 and put it right on the rim. And now I'm going to place this right in the center. And now I'm going to use this little acrylic board that I picked up from Dollar Tree as well. Put it on top to make sure that it's level. Alright, that's looking pretty good. Now I'm going to take this weight and put it on top of there and that's going to give it the pressure that it needs to get a very tight contact between the bowl and the candle holder. So I'm going to allow this to dry as well. Smooth this aside. Once it dries, we'll come back and move on to the next step. I guess it's been about 6 hours, so I went ahead and removed my weight, and this is what we have. Isn't that nice? So I'm just going to go ahead and move this for now. Now, for this piece, what I'm going to do is put this on top of here. So this is going to be the lid, okay? But because these are exactly the same size, they will slide. I have a couple of different options to choose from. Now, the first option is to take something like this. If you have a metal piece that bends, that's perfect. This is a 6-inch ring that I used in a previous DIY. What I did was put this inside here and got an idea as to where I needed to cut it. And I cut the excess off. I used one of these little saws from Home Depot. It just cut it, okay? So that's the extra little bit. So now it fits on the inside. It's not a perfect fit, but it's close enough, okay? So what I'm gonna do is spray paint this silver. Once I do that, I'll come back and glue this on the inside. Now, before we do that, I want to show you the other option that we have. The other option is to put this on top and to take 4 large gems like this. This one has some glue on the back because I had to test it out. So what you would do is glue it just to the top. So one here, one directly across, and then one here and here. And that's going to keep it from moving. So that's another option, okay? So again, I'm going to spray paint the silver. Once I do that, I'll come back and then we'll glue this in place. So when I glue it in place, I'm going to have to leave a little bit of a lip, okay? So when I come back, we'll go ahead and glue this in place. Hey guys, so I'm back. And as you can see, I do have some construction paper down, and that's because I am going to use some of my Wicked Stick It adhesive, and I'm going to put it on the inside of my ring, and then I'm going to sprinkle on some silver glitter. Like once I put this in place, you'll still be able to see it. So I want it to be pretty, okay? So I'm just going to take a little bit of the Wicked Stick It. And guys, I have a discount code, and I'll link it in the description, along with the other items that I used in this DIY. So just brush it on, let it get tacky, and then sprinkle the glitter on top of the adhesive. So let's give that about 5 minutes, let that get tacky. Again, I'll come back in and put the glitter on it. Then I will seal the glitter in place with this Got To Be hairspray. Now you can use Dollar Tree hairspray, it works. Then I think I'm going to coat it with some UV resin just to give it a little bit of a shine. So we'll do that when I come back. My glitter has completely set. Now this step you don't have to do. This is something that I want to do. I'm going to take some of my UV resin and put just a little inside this silicone mold, and I'm going to take a brush, and I have my UV lamp right here ready to go. I'm just going to blot it on there. You don't want the light to be on it just yet. Only put the light on it when you're ready to cure the resin. And it's going to be like an instant cure. Okay guys, so I'm going to let this cure and then I'll come back and glue it in. Okay guys, so I went ahead and cleaned the inside of my lid, and here is the ring. So what I'm going to do is take my E6000 and go around the inside of my ring, and then I'm going to put that in place and then add some masking tape to help it stay in place while it dries. So now remember, I need to leave a lip. So let's put this in place. I'm going to take some tape and then lock this down. I'm going to do the same thing all the way around. I'm going to add a little bit more tape, and then I'm going to allow this to dry and then come back. Okay guys, so I'm back. What I did was went ahead and cleaned up the little bit of glue seepage that was above this part. And here, I just put some bling in that little opening. So now it's time to camouflage this on the outside. So what I'm going to do is put down some mirror tile. So I have a brand new pack, and this one has like 3 sheets in it. And it was relatively inexpensive. So I am going to link this below for you, okay? So let's measure and see. So it's going to take 2 rows. Go ahead and cut it. I like using an X-Acto knife. So how is everybody doing? Comment below your plans for this year. What do you plan on doing different this year compared to last year? So let's get this started. All right guys, so I'm just going to start in the back. All right, so I'm going to lay this right at the edge of the bowl. I don't want it to go past the bottom of the bowl. You don't want it to interfere with the lid closing. Okay, make sure that it doesn't interfere with my lid closing. Okay. All right, so this is what we have. So now I'm going to go around the bottom part of our jar. So let's go ahead and remove this and do the same thing. Yeah, so this is what we have all the way around. So now I want to trim underneath here with some of my diamond bling, and I'm going to do the same thing with the top of this piece. I think I want to use 2 rows. I'm going to start in the back and make sure that the bling is right against the mirror. Look at that, isn't that pretty? So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this one out. Then I'll go ahead and put it on top of here and then come back. Here's what it looks like all the way around. Okay. Now for this piece, I wanna add some more mirror towel to it. Again, I'm gonna start in the back and put this around here. Now, if you decide to make this, you do not have to do exactly what I'm doing. Add more or add less. It's totally up to you. I have a little bit of an opening there. So I'm just going to take 1 strip of my bling and put it there. And now I'm going to put 1 row of this bling around here. Some around the base. I'm not sure about this yet, so I'm going to get that cut and then I'll come back. I'm not sure if I want to put another piece down there. I might put mirror. I'm not sure. I'm still thinking about it. So what I do at the finale, I'll come back in and let you guys see what I decided. Whether it's going to stay like it is or add some more bling to it. Back to the lid. So I have my UV lamp. Now, remember this piece. I want to make sure that it's clean on the inside. I could use some of my E6000, but sometimes it tends to get cloudy on plastic. So I'm just going to use some of my UV resin to glue this on the top. Now let's just lock this down. Yeah, it's on there. See? It's already locked down. Okay guys, so what I'm going to do is add a couple of rows of bling here. Maybe 1 row of bling here. And then I'll come back and put it on display and let you guys. And now for the reveal of my round apothecary jar. Now, I did have a cup of coffee before filming, so the camera is a little shaky, so please forgive me for that. Now, remember I did say that there was a second way to make the lid. So I went ahead and made the second one to show you what it looks like. And not only that, I made it shorter just in case you wanted to make it in graduating sizes. There are so many ways that you can decorate these apothecary jars. Here I just put some Dollar Tree roses in there that I'll be using in the next DIY, so stay tuned. You can also put candy on the inside, a candle, pretty much anything that you want to display on the inside of your jars. And they will also look great in your bathroom. You could put some miniature bath bombs on the inside of one, like you see here, or even some cotton balls. Comment below how you would use these apothecary jars. Okay everyone, this concludes my video. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.